Hello, this is Turkey once again, the former spokesperson for the American Cultural Tradition and Cultural Memory Campaign Department, and the current head and or chief and or director of the Stochastic Intelligence Agency. And as you can see, we are filming today, but there is unfortunately no moving image as a visual counterpart to the sound recording that we're making. So I have created this little two-part visual segment so that you can follow along and understand who I'm talking to. This is going to be the first installment in a series which we are referring to as the Habeas Who series. Yes, the Habeas Who interviews, and this is a Habeas interview. Oh, I should probably explain why my head is in the clouds. My head is in the clouds because I am in heaven. And the reason I am in heaven is because I'm doing an interview. It's the first in our series of Habeas Who interviews, and this interview is back up a little bit so you can see. Yes, this interview is with this dog, this very good dog. His name is Grillo, formerly known as Cricket. Welcome to our show, Grillo.
Hey man, good to be here, man.
Yeah, okay, so what we're gonna do here today, Grillo, is I'm gonna talk to you. Okay, my first question is, Grillo, are we in the Valhalla heaven or just ordinary old heaven?
I don't know, man. Let me ask one of my compadres here. Hey Pedro, is this the Valhalla heaven or just the ordinary heaven?
Hey, Grillo, this is just ordinary heaven, man.
Turkey, we're just in ordinary heaven, man.
Okay, we're in ordinary heaven. This is not the Valhalla heaven, so we won't be seeing Mr. Charlie Kirk or any Charlie Kirkers, or there will be no Charlie Kirking done here. But what I'd like to interview you about, Grillo, you see, Grillo, formerly known as Cricket, I'm just called Turkey. What I'd like to interview you about is your relationship to this legal right, habeas corpus. And I know your story, but you probably you want to tell it on your own. And I guess the first question I have, Grillo, is why are you hiding your identity? Surely no one's trying to hurt you in ordinary heaven, in regular heaven. It's not segregated up there, is it, or anything like?
No, man, it's nothing like that. It's so embarrassing, when people say, "How did you get here?" And I have to say, that Ice Barbie killed me, man, and that's how I got to heaven, because I was framed, and I guess if Ice Barbie or if Ice kills you, then you just automatically go to heaven, and it's kind of embarrassing because some of these guys, they did some pretty good stuff, and it's like, and how did you get here, Grillo? And I'm like, I don't know. Ice Barbie had one of her, Mexican-American laborers dig a hole for her, and then she shot me. And they're like, that's how you got to heaven, Grillo? And they start laughing. So that's why I have the disguise.
Okay, thank you, Grillo, for clearing that up. That clarifies a lot. I was worried that there was still threats and danger even in ordinary heaven.
No, man, that's not why at all. I'm a little embarrassed sometimes to tell the Ice Barbie story. I mean, that woman's crazy,
All right, so how did it all start, Grillo? And what about these chickens? You were accused of killing some chickens, and is that true? Did you do anything to these chickens?
No, man, no. I don't even like pollo. It's not my favorite food, I like carne. I like, garlic. Oh, yeah, I won't say that. But, I don't even really like the pollos. And, even before I was accused of, I don't know those pollos. I never met those pollos. I didn't do nothing to those pollos. I didn't put my paws under where they have the eggs. I didn't do none of that. And she accused me of that. But even before, she's always saying, Grillo, and she didn't call me Grillo, she called me Cricket. And even though my name is really Grillo, but she called me Cricket, and she's like, I don't even think you're from here. And I'd just be like, I was born here, there was always problems. She's always accusing me. I don't even think you belong here. You know, she accused me of being a drug dealer and a child sex trafficker.
She accused you of being a drug dealer and a child sex trafficker?
Yeah, man, and I'm like, well, why did you take me from the pound if you think I'm such a perito malito? You know what I'm saying? And I don't remember whether she said it that way or she just said bad dog. She probably just said bad dog. But, you know, it's always a problem. It's always a problem. Couldn't get my name right and, you know, accusing me of stuff. And then I think when she took me over there, it was kind of a setup, man, because I didn't know there was no pollos over there. And I certainly had nothing, you know, to do with their demise. Even if there was a demise or not, I don't know.
Oh, okay, so what happened? You mentioned that one of her hired laborers dug a hole?
They took me out and they said you've been a malito perito. They said, you know, bad dog. I think they used the word bad dog. And then this guy, he's there. You know, she tossed a couple of coins at him and said, I forget what she called him. Like it wasn't anything nice. And then he had to dig the hole, and then she kicked me in there, man. And I was like, hey. And we didn't know that she was going to be Ice Barbie at the time, you know. She was just, you know, that crazy, well, I won't say it, but you know, that crazy lady. And so I was in there, and then you know, she there's more to this story though. Do you want to hear the whole thing?
Grillo, that's why we're here. We're here to hear your story and to find out what she told you about habeas corpus.
Okay, so here's the funny thing, man. Okay, so when she described what habeas corpus was to me, what she said was it was her right as a dog owner to do whatever the F she wanted to do with that dog. And especially if he was a malito perito or perito malito. And then that's what she said. And she said, oh, this is a civil war. This is a civil war, and so I can suspend all your rights. And that's what habeas corpus is, my right to suspend your rights.
All right, Grillo, you know that's not really what habeas corpus is, right?
Yeah, I know it's not what habeas corpus is. I'm not sure entirely what... Pedro, do you know what habeas corpus is?
No, man, I don't know. Talk to Turkey, man.
Okay, so what's habeas corpus, Turkey?
Well, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close our images out here, Grillo, and we're gonna look on the just ordinary Wikipedia site, and we're gonna take a look at what habeas corpus actually is. And as you're well aware, Grillo, it has nothing to do with her ability to suspend all your rights and have one of her laborers dig a hole and put you in it. And I'm pretty sure, but I'll go ahead and read the definition of habeas corpus, and then I'm gonna ask you a few questions about whether you feel like some of these rights of yours were violated or not. All right, so here's the page. Grillo, this is what it says. Habeas corpus is a legal procedure invoking the jurisdiction of a court to review the unlawful detention or...
Hey, that's me, man. I was unlawfully detained.
That's what I thought, Grillo. The unlawful detention or imprisonment of an individual and request the individual's custodian, usually a prison official, to bring the prisoner to court to determine whether their detention is lawful. The right to petition for a writ of habeas corpus has long been celebrated as a fundamental safeguard of individual liberty. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Grillo, do you feel like you were unlawfully detained in that pit?
Yeah, man, I was totally unlawfully detained in that pit. I didn't volunteer to go in there. They kicked me in there, and no one ever brought me a writ of habeas corpus or nothing like that. Like when they said you could petition, you know, like your innocence and you know, tell your side of the story. My side of the story was I had nothing to do with them pollos. I had nothing to do with them. I never met them. I never saw them. I hold no grudge against them or nothing. And no one. Yeah, I was illegally held in prison, but not for long, because she shot me right in the head, you know, because she's that crazy Ice Barbie lady.
So, what you're telling me is that your rights were violated by Ice Barbie, and you were illegally detained. You did not get to tell your side of the story.
No, man, no. None of that ever happened. There was no writ of habeas corpus. As far as I know, I mean, I knew there was something up with that crazy lady, and that what she was telling me about suspending all my rights because I was a bad dog was kind of weird, because, you know, I never did anything bad or nothing like that. I don't know what she had against me, but, you know, it was always the same. It was like, cricket, cricket, you sound like you're not from our town. Cricket, cricket, you know? And I don't know what her problem was, but that's the way it was. You know, that's the way it was. She was like that.
Okay, well, do you have anything to add, Cricket?
Well, no, I mean, okay, I know that Ice Barbie keeps acquiring dogs, and you know, my advice to those dogs is, run for your life, man. You know, that Ice Barbie is dangerous, and don't let her confuse you about the meaning of habeas corpus. She can't take away all your rights, you know, just because, you know, she doesn't like you for some reason. You know, I think she's just crazy.
Okay, well, Rio, thank you very much for being our guest. This is once again Turkey, the former spokesperson for the American Cultural Tradition and Cultural Memory Complaint Department, and the current head chief and director head chief and head director chief and director chief head of the Stochastic Intelligence Agency. Signing off here from the ordinary heaven. That's why I have my head in the clouds today, because I'm here with Rio, who apparently Ice Bobby Christine Home failed to call by his real name. Which is, you know, interesting in light of all the name changes going on in relationship to Miss Charlie Kirk and it's stuff like that. But in any case, Rio, thank you for coming on our show and sharing your story with us in this series, the Habeas Who interviews.
Sure, man. Yeah. It's good to talk to you. Like I said, you know, when you make it to heaven, we'll have some more conversations about all this stuff.
All right. This is Turkey signing off. Have a good day. Don't let anybody put you in a hole. And remember, whatever they happen to tell you, habeas who? Habeas corpus is, yes,